final. Everything looking good for a start this time. They're racing very close into the first corner as David Smith to take the early lead from Justin Cotter in the 17 cart, and then number 14 David Clinton as they work their way through the infill for the first of 15 laps. Very close racing up on top of the hill at the moment. Fourth place at the moment. The 14 cart is challenging in third. That's David Clinton. Then in fifth place it's the number 1 cart of Chris Wiles. "15 laps, it's a long race, they've got plenty of time. It's like one of them, our top driver, Justin Cotter. Justin Cotter's gone out in the 17 cart. How unlucky can you be? He's been one of the front runners all weekend, if not the front runner. He qualified number 1, so he was off pole for the first 2 heats. He was off pole for the pre-final, and after all that, his racing's come to an end in the final. Bad luck there for Justin Cotter. Back to the main ones, but it's still David Smith leading. He started 4th in the pre-final, but all over the back of him at the moment in second place is number 14, David Clinton. And then look out for the lady driver, fellas, number 9, Linda Mapp. David Smith still hangs on to the lead over David Clinton in second place. Looks like Mark Matheson starting to come up. He's into 4th. He's in the all black and white as he comes down into pit corner now in the number 4 cart. Mark Matheson started off grid number 5. And then in 5th place it's the number 26 cart of David Butler. David Butler drives for BP Glass in Penrith. For all your glazing needs, go and see David and Graham. They'll certainly look after you, especially if you tell them you're a carter. And the number 14 cart goes through into the lead. David Clinton. Good move there by David. Caught David Smith napping a little bit there, a bit wide, and he got a nice inside run. David Butler now in 5th place, starting to come under a bit of pressure. David Smith down the inside, 2 abreast. But they all come out okay, and Linda Mapp is the one with the power on. She's coming up right down the outside. She can't hold it there, but has to drop back to 3rd. Mark Matheson is still there. Don't discount him yet either. Still 9 laps left to run. That looks like Matthew Stancic in 6th place, right onto the back of David Butler at the moment, and through on the inside for 5th place. How close is this racing up the front? David Smith goes back through. Linda Mapp up into 2nd place. I reckon I'm going to put my money on Linda. I'd like to see Linda come up with this one. She's had to drive hard. Didn't qualify fantastically and has had to work her way up through the heats in the pre-final. Yes, that is number 5, Matthew Stancic. Now comfortably into 5th place, in front of David Butler and Peter Leonello. He's come from a fair way back. Had a lousy start. He was nearly last going into the first corner. And Peter Leonello up into 7th place now, just behind David Butler. The challenge on for the front again. Linda Mapp on the outside. Yes, Linda Mapp into the lead. Driving for the helmet chop. Now I reckon she's going to pull away with it. She's really driving so well this weekend. Really thinking about it. David Smith down the inside. Smith back into the lead again. This is close racing. David Smith into the lead. Linda Mapp 2nd. David Clinton third, Mark Matheson fourth. A long way back to fifth place is the 5 card of Matthew Stansick. Then David Butler and Peter Leonello in 7th place. Close racing. Linda Mapp starting to close back up again on David Smith as they come off the top of the hill. David Butler goes for the big outside. And yes, David Butler back into 5th, and Peter Leonello moves through to 6th place. Great driving there by Peter. Went for the big outside run. What a beautiful move by young Peter Leonello. David Butler keeping it in neat and tidy. Peter Leonello coming out on the inside. Can he go? He's had to tuck back in behind David Butler. This is an unbelievable race for 5th place. This is the last place for the prize money. And those 3 drivers are really, this is the best I've seen David Butler drive in 12 months, I'd say. He's really driving well. He knows there's a trophy on the line. Down the inside goes Peter. Peter Leonello into 5th place. Young Peter Leonello will pull away from both these drivers. He's come from last position just about at the start of the race, and now he's up into 5th place. Back to the leaders as we run up the hill. Linda Mapp on the outside of David Smith. Linda Mapp going all the way. And Linda Mapp takes the lead again on the outside of David Smith. We'll come down this time. We're getting down towards the business end of this race. 4 to go now. 4 laps to go. Can Linda Mapp keep it there now? Into pit corner. Linda Mapp, David Smith, David Clinton, and Mark Matheson is closing up quickly. Peter Leonello is pulling away, consolidating that 5th place. Up into champion corner, we're following the leaders. Linda Mapp in the lead. David Smith right behind her. Linda Mapp going for the mixture screw, looking for a bit more. Down onto the main straight. The board flicks over to 3 to go. 3 laps left to run. Linda Mapp's in the lead from David Smith, David Clinton, and Mark Matheson closing all the way. This is going to be a 4-way dice for the finish. And Peter Leonello pulling right away now, consolidating well and truly that 5th place. Up into champion corner. On the inside goes David Smith. And so does David Clinton. Moves through into 2nd. Linda Mapp back to 3rd. And Mark Matheson right up behind all of them. Down onto the start straight. 2 to go, the board says. Linda Mapp going for the mixture screw. It's David Smith in the lead. David Clinton 2nd. Linda Mapp 3rd. And Mark Matheson 4th place. Up into champion corner once again. This is the 2nd last time. Linda Mapp has actually dropped off the pace just a little bit. Down onto the start straight. They've bunched right up again. David Smith still holding the lead with 1 to go. This is it. This is the big one. Linda Mapp looking at the inside on Clinton but couldn't do it. Got the power on. She goes up beside 1. On the outside, but that's a long way around, but has to be content to drop back into 3rd. As they come to the line now, the checkered flag goes out. Clinton goes wide. Linda Mapp goes. Linda Mapp's got it. Linda Mapp takes the 1991 Australian champion. What a beauty. David Clinton comes in 2nd. What an unbelievable race. She deserved that one.